Hi, my name is Daniel Rojas, and my group and I are going to talk about the Coca-Cola Company. Next one, please. Coca-Cola Company was founded in the United States in 1891, known worldwide for its drinks Coca-Cola. It's found in more than 25 countries. The drink is known for its flavor and for its tradition over the years in that country. But for some years, the process and ingredients used by the company to prepare Coca-Cola have been continually questioned. It's accused for excessive use of sugar levels in his drinks, in addition to the use of high levels of caffeine. Therefore, several organizations worldwide consider that Coca-Cola represents a big danger to people's health, since it's known that highly sugar drinks, such as Coca-Cola, contribute significantly to many health conditions such as diabetes, obesity, and dental caries. Next one, please. As the US Department of Agriculture's Food Data Central points out, a single can of cola contains 47 grams of added sugar, which is equivalent to nearly 10 teaspoons. While the optimal health, the World Health Organization recommends consuming no more than 6 teaspoons of added sugar per day. According to British pharmacist Niraj Naik, regular composition of Coca-Cola ingredients in high amounts can lead to increased blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. While all these dire data were related, the Coca-Cola Company spoke out through its spokesperson, saying that the drink is perfectly safe to drink and can be enjoyed as part of a balanced diet and lifestyle. Given these statements, you can identify how Coca-Cola seeks to make its customers think that its drink is not entirely bad for their health and that they can continue drinking it without any consequences. But after the various investigations, it has been possible to determine that composition of Coca-Cola only generates addiction to it and considerable damage to the health of the people who consume it. So we can say that Coca-Cola is working to sell soda by convincing consumers that drinking Coke makes you happy and patriotic. Next one, please.
However, not everything is happiness. There are also challenges to face. My name is Luis Montoya, and yes, there are issues. As already mentioned by my colleague, a huge number of NGOs, such as the Praxis Project and doctors, have assured that drinking a bottle of this iconic soda does nothing but bring negative effects to the consumer's body. Next one, please. Like any company, since its foundation, it has had numerous haters who have been in charge of soiling the brand name by using one of the vital ingredients of this drink against it, sugar. According to Palmero, a can of Coca-Cola is equivalent to 10 teaspoons of sugar, which generates an insulin inflation. It also mentions that the long-term effects are heart problems, migraines, insomnia, nervousness, soundproofing, etc. In other words, Coca-Cola is reducing our life expectancy. One point that shows in a critical way that this is important is that in Spain, almost every day, 3 to 4 people die from soda's consumption. That is stated by Fernandez, an expert in the subject. Finally, Coca-Cola is all the time funding activities against diabetes, which is a nonsense and only serves as a strategy to watch their image. Indeed, as stated in our presentation, Fernandez says that it's like lung cancer day being funded by Marlboro. My partner is going to continue with the presentation.
Good evening, Professor. My name is Rodrigo Núñez, and I will talk about the stakeholders. To identify stakeholders of Coca-Cola, we used the 4-step model from the textbook. First, we separated the stakeholders in 2 groups: internal stakeholders and external stakeholders. The first group is composed by employees and investors, and the second one is composed by customers, competitors, suppliers, and the government. Next slide, please. Then we identified critical issues from each of these stakeholders we identified before. In the case of the employees, we found that they seek to work in a company that helps society. In the case of the investors, they are concerned about the results of the company. The customers are concerned about the health and the diet they follow. The competitors are concerned about the increase of market share of the competitors and Coca-Cola. The suppliers are concerned about the shortage of products and the price increase, and the government is concerned about the welfare and health of the population.
Hello, my name is Sebastian Tello, and I'm going to present the first and the fourth step of the model discussed in the course textbook. In the first step, we need to prioritize stakeholders we have identified. In first priority, we have the customers, which have the power to decide what they buy, when to buy it, and where to buy it. They are basically the ones who decide which product will remain or leave the market. In second place, we have the government, the ones who decide what is commercialized in their country, what taxes are applied to the product and companies. Finally, in third place, in the priority stakeholders, we have the employees, the working force of the company. Next slide, please. In the fourth step, we have the planned communication with the stakeholders, starting with the customers. They have a high priority and their concerns is the high content of sugar in their beverage. Our recommendation communication is inform about the existence of the drink without added sugar and the benefits of its consumption, highlighting that it has an equally delicious flavor and does not negatively impact health. In the second place, we have the government, which is the US Food and Drug Administration. They also have a high priority and their concerns are the risk of sugar consumption on society, causing diseases like diabetes, tooth decay, obesity, and cardiovascular diseases. The recommended communication is to inform the government about the studies carried out by the company, where it is proven that the consumption of the zero soda does not cause cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and tooth decay. Finally, we have the employees, with also a high priority. Their concern is knowing that the company doesn't help to improve society. The recommended communication is to inform about the current campaigns that a company takes part at, making them know that they are always looking to contribute to different charities and social movements and improve on the quality of their product. Thanks.
Well, good evening, Professor. Now we are going to speak about what should we do? Well, considering that our company narrative is being challenged by external narratives, it is imperative for us to bridge the gap between the company's divergent narratives. The external narratives involve telling that Coca-Cola is an evil company who is willing to destroy the health of the world for profit. If we do not get rid of this narrative, our bad reputation will make our sales begin to plummet when the government suggests that against the consumption of our products, our employees start quitting because of our public perception, and the current generation stop consuming Coke. Now, as for our consumers, which are one of our stakeholders, we need to communicate directly with them, not just showing our logo during sports events. It is time for Coca-Cola to start a huge marketing campaign that addresses its consumer concerns and invalidates the current external narrative. We need to market in YouTube, Twitch, and other internet platforms. That is where the current generations are. TV is not that popular among them. We already have a Coca-Cola drink without any sugar to work with. We need to focus on that and communicate to the world that Coca-Cola Zero is how healthy and happy people enjoy a fizzy and delicious drink. Now, as for the government, we need to hammer in the results of our studies in order to prove to them that we are, in fact, not trying to sell a drink that puts the population health on the line. We cannot wait until the US Food and Drug Administration advises the people against the consumption of our products. We need to amplify our lobbying efforts. We already have an office in Washington, D.C. This is great for us. In order to prevent government action, We need to send this message to the senators and relevant public officials. Coca-Cola Zero will eventually be the only drink of the Coca-Cola Company. Now, as for our employees, we need to prove to them that we do care about their health and the health of society overall. Our offices and factories need to support and encourage exercising and healthy living. We need to install gyms, rent sport facilities where they can bring their families on the weekends, make buffets with healthy food they can take at any time of the day, and healthy meals they can bring home for themselves and their family. Of course, all food must be accompanied by a delicious fizzy drink of Coca-Cola Zero. We should also reward their performance. The best performing employees should go every year to make a donation in the name of the Coca-Cola Company for a charity of our choosing. This yearly event needs to be sacred for all of our employees. Their newsletters, emails, paintings, and writings on the wall, we need to send to them this message through them. Anyone who truly gives their all to the company gives their all to society. They need to know that their company cares about society. They need to strive for being the ones who make the donation in person and change the lives of many. Well, we want to thank you for listening, Director. We hope that our recommendations are helpful and we are excited to hear back from you.